Good evening, students. Let's look into our lesson, The Tuesday Night Club by Agatha Christie. The Tuesday Night Club is a short story by Agatha Christie. It features Miss Marple, the famous amateur detective. The story was first published in 1927 in the Royal Magazine. It is the first in a series of tales where Miss Marple solves mysteries based on discussions among friends. First debut of Miss Marple before her appearance in the novel The Murder at the Vicarage. Agatha Christie is a widely published author in all time, outsold only by the Bible and the Shakespeare. And her books have been sold more than billion copies in English and another billion in foreign languages. She is the author of 80 crime novels and short story collections, 19 plays, 2 memoirs, and 6 novels written under the pseudonym Mary Westmacott. The main characters are Miss Marple. She is an elderly woman with a sharp mind for solving mysteries. Then Raymond West, a writer and Miss Marple's nephew. Joyce Lambriere. He is an artist and a friend of Raymond. Sir Henry Clithering, a retired Scotland Yard commissioner. Dr. Penter, a clergyman. Mr. Petherick, a solicitor. The plot summary is this: a group of friends, as the main characters we introduced earlier, they are gathering for a casual discussion. Sir Henry Clithering shares an unsolved case of a poisoned wife, and as they gathered on the Tuesday, they call it as a Tuesday Club. Each person offers a possible explanation. So many come up with many evidences and all, but Miss Marple is the one who solves it. She correctly deduces that the poisoned food was switched and the husband was guilty. The major themes and symbols. Justice. The story highlights the importance of justice and intellect in solving crimes. Gender roles. Here we can see that Miss Marple, an elderly woman, is outshining the men in deduction. Human nature. The story explores deception, guilt, and psychological motives. Then, poison is a recurring symbol in Christie's work, representing hidden dangers. The key points are: the Tuesday Night Club introduces Miss Marple as a brilliant detective. It showcases Agatha Christie's mastery in crafting clever and engaging mysteries. The story highlights the power of observation and reasoning over mere experience. It is a great example of the golden age detective fiction tradition. This is a visual representation of Agatha Christie's short story. The story begins with unsolved mysteries repeated by Raymond West. The gathering. Miss Marple and her friends meet in a cozy living room to discuss unsolved mysteries. At this scene, Mrs. Marple is knitting something white and fleecy. The case introduction. After several talks, they are introduced to the mysterious poisoning case by Sir Henry Clithering. As we know, he is a former commissioner, and Mr. Joyce is saying that it can be named as they are solving the mysteries as a Tuesday night club. The suspicious household. So we get introduced to these three people at first, that is Mr. and Mrs. Jones and his wife's companion, Miss Clark. Then there is also the maid there. She's in her 30s. The dinner scene. Mrs. Jones eats the fateful meal while the others watch, unaware of the impending tragedy. Miss Marple's deduction. Miss Marple uses her keen observation to unravel the mystery and identify the culprit. So, in other case, after eating this food, our Mrs. Jones is feeling not well, and they went to the doctor, and there was the relation between Mr. Jones and the doctor's daughter. So, some may think that it was the daughter who poisoned her, but actually, it was the maid who poisoned using the trifles, that is the white and pink sugar things that is used to decorate the food. The truth unveiled. Sir Henry confirms Miss Marple's detection, impressing everyone in the group. So, as the maid is in her deathbed, as this Mr. Jones left her or abandoned her after Mrs. Jones' death. So, she, on her deathbed, confessed that she was the one who poisoned Mrs. Jones. Thank you.